What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from SammyGuru.com here, and today another exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about One UI 8.5. Yes, we have another test build in the house for One UI 8.5. This is the one ending in CYJ7, just came out last night. Today we're going to go through some of the changes. There really aren't that many changes in this build, even though it's kind of a large build in terms of size. There's a 2.2 gig update. I'll show you guys all those details. We'll jump into it. There are a few cool things to take a look at. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys, make sure you check out our website, SammyGuru.com. We cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. And of course, if you are here in the US, tap on the orange banner at the top and get in our mystery box program. You'll be able to get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand, 65-watt charger, USB-C wired earbuds, and a whole lot more. Tap on the Galaxy S26 sign-up page. We will have a revamped one coming soon, which I'm really excited about, along with our SammyGuru Rewards program. But for now, you can just put in your phone number, email, or both. You'll be notified when the rewards program goes live so you can sign up. All you have to do is use our affiliate link to order on launch day. That's how we pay for all the items. We also cover the shipping cost. You pay nothing. You get a lot of great bonuses, give back to our community, and it continues to support our great Samsung coverage here on YouTube and over on the website. Check out all those details below if you're interested and purchasing a Galaxy S26 device. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this update. Let's go into the gallery first here, and I'll show you guys the version here. It is CYJ7, 2.2 gigs almost, 2174.16 megs. This is that new software update screen that we talked about in the previous video that came with the last test build. Looks really nice. We have a high resolution version of this on our website. Our writer Josh Skinner, who also does graphic design, he made a nice version you can use as a wallpaper if you like it, which it is very cool. So in this version, there's a couple of changes. The very first one, which I'll talk about, is that there are some new wallpapers. So if you long press here, go into wallpaper and style, change wallpaper, scroll down here under graphical, you've got two new wallpapers. So in fact, we can take a look at both of these. You can see this one, it actually moves when you tilt side to side. You see that guy, the stairs are kind of moving there. It's definitely got a motion effect to it. And then there's this one, which I guess kind of looks like a basketball or a tennis court. It's a basketball court because there you can see the basketball coming across it. The basketball is the thing that moves. And yes, if you do go to the lock screen, these things do have animations. So let me just, well, let's just set both of them. Why not? I was going to try to show you guys the adaptive clock a minute ago, but you can see there how the basketball bounces right there on the home screen. And if you go to the lock screen, you're also going to see that basketball bounce right there. So this is very cool, very, very cool animated lock screen wallpapers. Two new ones in the graphical section here on this One UI 8.5 build. If you go into the search, this is now more clearly defined and also a lot more smooth animation here when it opens up. It also looks to me like they've made the 3D icon effect more pronounced for third-party icons. So like you can see my beeper, my Asana. I didn't notice these as obviously having the 3D effect in that previous build. I noticed all the first-party icons had it very clearly, but now you can see Samsung has very clearly applied this to all the third-party icons as well, which is absolutely fantastic. The next thing is, let's go to a music player. Let's go to YouTube Music. Let me start this non-copyright music here. And then we go to the lock screen. There's a new animation on the music player. So we go to the music player here. If you change your track, check out this really cool fade animation you've got as you go between your various albums. It's a very, very cool touch that makes the lock screen music player even more engaging than it was before. Samsung's definitely doing a great job of refining all the details here. Now the next change is something that I haven't noticed personally myself because I got this build. There was actually a build right before this one that was crashing whenever people had mobile data turned on, which is obviously a very serious issue. But some people have seen this banner, and we cover this at SammyGuru, that says sync with OneDrive is ending soon on April 11th, 2026. This is showing up for some people who have this new test build inside the gallery. Now, as you guys can see, I do not have this inside my gallery, and I also checked inside of my files, and I don't see anything about it. I do have my OneDrive synced here, so it's a little strange that I didn't get this pop-up, but it looks like that Samsung is indeed going to end that OneDrive support and potentially transition back to Samsung Cloud, which I think a lot of Samsung users will be happy about. We heard about that earlier in this testing process for One UI 8.5, and it looks like that really is going to occur. Other than those few changes, there really isn't a whole lot new in this build, which is surprising, at least not user-facing. We've actually extracted some of the APKs and we'll take a look, but there really isn't a whole lot they've got going on here. You can see there, if you go to the lock screen to edit, you do still have the adaptive clock, but it does not work very well with these moving wallpapers. So there are still wallpapers that the adaptive clock doesn't work with. You can see they have added additional gradient down here to this editor box. They keep modifying this slightly. And of course you still have that water drop, which will let you blend colors from the background when you turn that on. So if you turn this to white and then you go to adapt, it'll adapt those colors from your backdrop to use for your clock. So overall, Samsung's doing some nice things. This is a weird one. I think that's a bug. You'll also notice, actually, one other thing I did notice is when you do have your cards up here for your now bar. Let's see if I can play the music again so we can see it. If you have two cards up here, there's now the second card kind of peeks out from behind. Let me see if I can set a timer, actually. Let's go timer. So you'll see right here, oh, maybe it's only if you have a notification. Yeah, it's not for me. It doesn't work for media player and like a reminder. I guess you need like a notification up there, like a sports score. But it's layered now and it looks a little bit nicer so that you know you have something else that's waiting up there for you. Anyway, of course, we'll keep testing the One UI 8.5 builds as they come out. A couple changes here. New wallpapers, new animation on that music widget, smoother animations for search, more pronounced 3D icons. That's what I've seen so far. Let me know if you guys have seen anything else if you're testing it out. The beta should arrive sometime in November, which will be fantastic. We're looking forward to getting our hands on that. Again, check out SammyGuru.com, bookmark us, set us as a preferred source on Google News and Google Discover. Check out that mystery box program if you guys are in the US and you're buying a Galaxy S26 device. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.